Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Thank you for tuning in for another episode of CSP, ladies and gentlemen. And yes, you might recognize all three of these faces because all three of the members of Serein are joining us for the second time after a year's gap. And yeah, before anything, congratulations, guys. We know you won the recent K-pop contest. And yeah, a round of applause for that. And before we begin, a tiny intro would be amazing for the people who are tuning in for the first time.
Hi, I'm Sonara. We are Serein. We're a dance group in Bangalore. And we mainly do K-pop dances, but we also do other dances if like an event wants us to.
Hi, I'm Paki. I am another member of Serein. Yeah.
Hi, I am Bree. I am another member of Serein, who are currently 12 members.
So you guys have how
Yeah, exactly.
grown
I think, uh,
since last
yeah,
time?
wait, because the last time we spoke, how many members did you guys have?
We had 8.
Oh wow, so you
So you've grown by four people.
yeah.
Okay,
Yes.
Yeah.
we've actually decreased by three people. So not in terms of like the co-hosts and the people who are actually talking, but like the background crew. Yeah, so we've decreased and you've grown. But good signs,
One
guys.
step forward, two
It's
steps
a
back is
pleasure
what you will
having you
say.
guys on. Yeah. Yeah, no, so talk us through what's happened over the last year. Because like there's been a huge change. You guys have grown this much, and we have grown this much. Um, but yeah, it's just go ahead and recap all the people who are watching on what's happened over the last year.
I think last year, just before we had the interview, we were prepping for our performances at Orion Mall. I think that just finished. So there was like the very first Korea fair that happened in India was in Bangalore, and we were lucky enough to like open for them and also perform. And that was like exactly a year from today. That happened in like July 6th, I think. Yeah, since then we've had a lot of performances. We've been performing at Christmas events, we've been performing at school events. We performed at our school also, which was very fun. And recently, we got to judge a dance competition, which was a pretty big thing for us. And this K-pop contest is a pretty big thing in the K-pop like cover community. And Sonara and I, at least, we've been participating in this competition since 2019. So like with the years, we've always like made it up to the regional round, but we've never gone beyond it. And this is finally the first year where we've made it beyond the regional round. So nationals are coming up, and we are prepping for that.
Brilliant, brilliant.
Yeah, honestly, that's a huge accomplishment. And yeah, so how has it been, progressing from like smaller events to like bigger events, and now the biggest event that you guys have done in terms of like the prep work that goes behind it? Again, the delegation of tasks, who is in charge of music, the dancing, choreography, all that. So walk us through that too.
I mean, for us at least, choreography is not necessarily an issue if we don't want it to be. So only if we want to choreograph something, then that's going to be something that we have to actually work on. Otherwise, as a K-pop dance cover group, we just copy a choreography, so learning it ourselves is like the more of an issue in like synchronizing. In terms of events, actually, in terms of the group, we don't have like a leader or like a sub leader or like a manager or like we don't have any of those. We don't have titles for anyone. Whoever's like up to it this time is gonna be the one who's like doing it, you know. But usually we get on like a Discord call and we do like an Excel sheet and we're like, okay, what's the time?
Sonara
Where
does
who's
the Excel
coming?
sheet.
Because it's the best way to actually get the information down with retaining this generation's amazing attention span. So putting it on a doc does not help. These tiny boxes are way easier for these people, apparently. I don't know, but it helps a lot because then we have like this one Excel sheet which has like 20 sheets, and like each it's just like every event we've ever been to, and it's just like the details of that. So it's been like pretty much the same for each event because I don't know, it's a very similar planning process.
So how big are
And
the classes that you
additionally,
guys get into?
uh, oh, no, I just
How
wanted
many
to
events?
add that we've actually been looked down upon a couple of times. Every time we say that we don't really have like a leader or a manager to, or any sort of delegation. But I think based on how far we've grown, it actually shows that all of us just take on tasks by ourselves. Like, we don't need anyone to tell us what to do because we all equally care about the group so much that we know what needs to be done and when and how important it is for those tasks to be done. So I feel like that's why we're able to like grow and also cooperate with each other as a group, even without a leader or a manager per se.
So like
So.
you guys must be having,
Yeah.
right? Like you guys have that creative differences, as we call it. So how do you guys get through those? Like, what's who takes a stand here?
We're very
We find
Quite a
democratic.
democracy.
we just find
No, but okay, see, we are democratic. It takes 6 hours to get to the democracy, like the
Yeah.
conclusion. But like at the end, like everyone's mostly happy, but it takes a while. It takes a while.
They're
Like,
mostly they're mostly really passive aggressive comments at each other.
But that's definitely reduced though. Like the closer we have gotten, I feel like it's become like now we know how important it is to get all our opinions out there instead of sugarcoating everything. Because at the end of the day, it's all for the welfare of our group, right? So it definitely takes a while because there's no one like there's not a single person being like, oh, okay, this is the final thing. Like we have to listen to everyone before coming to a decision. But it's
Yeah.
like the right thing to do.
Yeah, like I think that's what I have a few questions because you said that you have grown with an additional four members. Does that make the whole decision-making process more slow because you have to consult every single person before actually taking a decision?
well,
Yeah, like we
most.
need to go ahead.
No, you say.
I was just gonna say, like, when you have more people, you have more things you need to like uh match with. Like you have 12 different schedules, you have 12 different opinions, you have 12 different ideas, you have 12 different thoughts, and you have 12 different creative processes. So to come to a point where all of those can like coexist, it definitely gets harder. But it's also nicer to have a lot of opinions so you can have like open minds because you really get like multiple perspectives.
But I think like me and Moksh, like it's just me and Moksh because I told you we decreased by three people. So most of the times it's all like so we'll be talking about something damn interesting, okay? And they'll be like, hey bro, should we do this for the podcast or like should we get this guy on and like the questions. But like, so what you've done is even we don't have like a proper leader because again, just the things. So what we do is we split the tasks. So I think I said this in some other episode, but I'll say it again. So Moksh is in charge of the YouTube and Spotify thing, the posting of the videos, and I'm in charge of just the social media part of it, creating the reels, posting the reels, the stories, all that. And like, yeah, like the questions and all, we say, okay, bro, one time you create, one time I create. And sometimes we just go in without any question. We're like, let's see what we can do
And us.
because we're lazy. That's the only reason. Um, and yeah, no, sometimes we genuinely want to go in with like without any prepared questions because we want to go with the flow. Because like the questions, I'm pretty sure the people who are frequent viewers will know that some questions or like most of the questions are repeated because they're so generalized. And we thought for the viewers to get like a little better experience, we don't want to prepare any questions and we go along with what you guys say and we generate questions based on that. Um, yeah, so again, this is one question I wrote down, or I typed down was so what are so have you guys heard of the Vixen crew?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So what are your thoughts on the Vixen crew? Do you consider them as competition? Do you, uh, of course, they're at a really huge level with roughly 200,000 followers. So, yes, Sanara, you can answer the question because you've raised your
I've
hand.
been begging our team for like ages to do choreographies like what they do on like Instagram Reels because that stuff is so cool, dude. Oh my, bro, I am so like impressed with their choreography and stuff. It's so cool. And considering that we have so many members that are from like the same college as them, and I think it's like a subgroup kind of deal from the college. It's like it's pretty cool that like we have people that are kind of like in the same community as them,
Yeah, we
but
have
I don't think
people in our crew who are friends with people from the Vixens group. So
yeah, but I don't
Yeah,
we don't see them as competition. We don't like it'd be cool if we like made friends or something. I don't know.
we are
Yeah, I feel
admirers.
well,
like I feel like our target audiences are very different. Like for us, we're mostly like a performance team before we're like an internet personality. So,
right.
and our target audience is like people who love K-pop first before like dance lovers. I think so as of now. And that's not always in our control, but as of now, I feel like that's one part where we don't have competition with them.
Okay.
Yeah, and to back that point
Right.
up,
So,
Moksh previously asked like how many events we've done. I checked our resume. We've done over 15, so it's pretty good. It's pretty good.
Yeah, that's a lot of events. And so, like,
yeah, like we
constantly,
haven't done 15 podcasts, bro. Like, calm down, chill. Okay, like take
yeah,
it
I
a
think
bit
this is
slow.
our
Like
15th
Why
one.
we
not
like
events?
it's been
Our
1 year for the two of
performances
us,
are
and you guys are like here, and we're still trying to
now, bro.
like
Our
okay,
performances are not like 40 minutes long. So you guys are doing a good
yeah.
job.
Thank you.
Jeeves,
Yeah,
Jeeves getting a little jealous
question.
about
Yeah, of course, bro. These people, every like at one point, okay, I kept on seeing you guys on my for you page. I'm like, bro, when is the day someone's gonna like meet me or like talk to me and be like, oh, bro, like I saw you on my for you page, and I said, oh, like you're damn cool. I mean that happened like right before this because we recorded a podcast, and that was the first time. So like the fact that I kept on seeing your guys' video on my for you page and like your own individual accounts, which I then realized that I didn't follow, and then I followed, and like full confusing follow, and I'm like, oh wait, I know this person, and like I should follow, and
yeah,
yeah. So okay, Moksh, go on.
yeah. No, as you were saying, I do see a lot of like an awful lot of not awful lot, but there are a lot of reels on my For You page. Awful lot was a really bad word. I'm sorry, but
Moksh's true feels so.
That's all clickbait. God, I'm gonna clip this exact second thing and I'm gonna post it on. That's all, Moksh. All K-pop fans are
Moksh
gonna come
cancel.
after you now.
I'm
This
cancelled.
Yeah,
is like
cancel.
what is this
Finally, we'll
bullying?
get clout, bro, for getting cancelled.
You guys pretend to be crying.
Yeah, I can't cry, bro.
Screenshot this for the thumbnail, Jay.
Yeah, okay. I shouldn't be laughing. Okay.
Yeah,
I need 2 minutes.
we need to stop laughing, man. Look at this guy. Bro, like I said, okay, also earlier today, like whenever I look at him, like in class, right? Whenever we're having a serious conversation with the teacher or something, I'll suddenly look over to my side, and this guy is dying over there. Like this only he'll be. And it's so hard to concentrate.
Bro, I don't know what happened. Okay, I think I've like my shoulder screwed now. Ah, ow.
Guys, did you hear that? Moksh can't concentrate because of Jeev exposed Moksh's true feelings.
My shoulder is exposed, bro. Okay. Uh, okay. Okay. Like we've been laughing for the last, uh, bro. I'm Moksh. Like, please, like, continue. I can't. I need to get back to the right
Okay.
headspace.
So, you guys said that there's no leader as such, but when it comes to like performances and stuff, like who mainly takes a stand? Because in some performances you do need someone who's in charge of things, right? Or is it just like everyone knows their roles? It's always assumed, and they sort of get into their mojo and do it.
I don't think we have like predefined roles. It's more of a voluntary basis thing. Because when you say performance, right, there's like so many things you need to take care of. You need to like edit the audio for the performance. You need someone to like um drill you while you're practicing. Sorry, because like we get distracted easily, and when you're on stage, you need
Yeah, the
someone to
last
like
5 minutes was a very clear example of that.
Exactly. So yeah, you need different people for different things. We need like someone to promote us on Instagram, which Paki does a lot, and we are very grateful for her for that. So yeah, we have a lot of things, even if it's just one performance. And sometimes every single member is doing a different thing. So it's not really delegated or like predefined roles. It kind of like switches up with every performance. And but yeah, there's always someone who has got your back. So
Okay.
Moksh, it must be nice to have 12 members, no, doing different tasks.
What?
I said it must be nice having 12 different members doing 12 different tasks, no?
I'm telling you, man, Jeev is so
Yeah.
he is so jealous.
I must
Bro,
say though, I don't
no.
think till now, I don't think we've had a situation in which we've had all 12 of us like needing to be there, because since we have 12 people, it's very rotational, like whoever's free. And like some people have college, some people are done with school. So some people are obviously more free than others, and some people are like
Yeah.
busy all the time or something. So we haven't like, thankfully, I think so far had like a 12-member thing, because I feel like that would be a mess if like 8 is already a
If you
thing.
had two
But
people, yeah, we completely agree.
okay. Then hold auditions or something like how we did.
yeah, yeah.
Bro, no. Okay, no,
Send
guys.
everyone to the voice
I think it's
recording.
come off. I think it's come off like we're in
Joking.
desperate need and we can't do anything. But no, we're perfectly fine. So calm down. Okay, anyways, I have two questions. So first, you said you guys grew from 8 to 12 members. So can you say out their names completely from like the first person to the 12th person? And secondly, what are the next big events apart from the regionals that you guys are looking forward to go to and perform?
Okay, guys, who's saying the names?
Okay,
Okay,
wait.
keep
I
it.
don't want to miss anyone out, even though I love all of them very dearly. It gets hard sometimes, okay?
Okay, just do it
Okay.
age order.
No,
You've got this.
I have it. I'm set. Like I'm good. Go Paki.
Okay. Soundarya, who's the oldest? I'm going like oldest to youngest, okay?
Rin.
Soundarya,
Rin.
Niharika, Dundubi, uh,
Wait, can we do stage names, please? Stage
oh,
names.
can someone else do this? Too much pressure. It's like I'm back to A levels again, bro. Like the memorizing and everything.
Yeah, wait, guys. Like I'll make your job a little easier. Okay, I'll list out our names and like what people do. So you have me and you have Moksh. Uh,
Our
yeah, that's
stage
about it.
names are Monty and Jeevu. These two are
Yeah.
our stage names.
Okay.
Isn't G
So
already a
yeah,
stage name?
No,
Yeah,
Jeevu
technically.
is
yeah, exactly.
no. Let's keep it Jeevu only.
Okay, now hopefully you had time in that long intro that we just gave to remember the names of your entire group.
Okay,
Okay,
should I
I
go
opened
or
our group chat, so
Hey,
I'll
no,
just
that's
do like
cheating. No, hello. That's cheating.
Guys, this is a test, man. Come on, you
Can you
can't be
do it
looking
without?
at your
Can
phone.
you do it without the group chat?
Okay, do we
okay.
want to like
I'll just
go rotationally in age order and say the names?
Yeah. Okay.
yeah.
Cool.
Wow, democracy.
Paki, start.
Okay,
Stage
age
name.
order, right? Okay, Rain.
Noel.
Dundu. No, Zuzu. Zuz.
No,
Zuz. Zuz.
no.
Zuz.
No,
Zuz.
bro. August. Isn't
Oh,
August older
August.
than Dundu? Bro.
August.
Okay,
August.
then Dundubi. Dundu. B. Dundubi.
His name Zuz.
Tanvi?
Just be careful, guys.
Yeah,
You might get kicked out
correct
of
answer.
the podcast.
Correct.
Correct. Yeah, Tanvi.
This is where it gets confusing because all of us are like, oh, fine. Like,
We have
most of
5
us.
people in
Tanvi,
2005.
or
So
Rashi.
Then Sneha.
and then me,
That's not her stage name.
Sneh
That
or
is
something. Sneh?
Sneh.
Snake.
Me.
Wait, did you say slave?
What?
Sneh. Like
S-N-E-H.
S-N-E-H. Sneh.
Oh, Sneh. Oh, okay. So I'm assuming that's short for Sneha.
Yes.
Yeah. Correct
Okay.
assumption. Okay, so Sneh and then me. And then
The Paki.
Okay, guys. It was nice knowing you. Bye.
wow.
We're gonna tear this group apart.
Paki, your turn. Paki, don't look at the group.
Oh,
chat. Stop
mine.
cheating.
Oh, I said stuff. Bro. Bree.
Good job. Sanvi.
Tia.
Yeah.
Bro,
Good
TMI,
job,
but
guys.
like this, like in a similar way, once like we had put up that Q&A sticker on our story, and they asked us to do the same thing, like but like an Instagram story. We had to post an Instagram story about it, and the entire chat was such a mess. Like everyone forgot everyone's ages. We were like, oh, should we just put an average of all of our ages? Like it was hilarious. It was
I think we did actually put an average
iconic
at the end.
moment.
Uh, wait. Yeah. So that was a long time to
Would
list
you
out
like
12
us to
members.
recap it? Do you want us to like recap the 12 in one go?
Quickly, yes, please.
So okay. Rin, Noel, August, Dundu, Zuz, Dundu, Dundu. Tanvi, Rashi, Sneha, me, Paki, Vri, Sanvi, Tia.
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Good job, guys.
Tali bajao.
Yeah, and to the second part of the question, what are the upcoming events that you guys have lined up?
I mean, we have the semifinals in Delhi on the 22nd.
So semifinals, and when you guys win that, what's the award that you get? Cash prize?
So if we win the semifinals, we hopefully will be a part of this whole training program that KCCI have organized, and post that the finals.
Yeah, I think I like to bring up the point that one of you said of how you guys had to judge a competition. So what was that like? Going from actually performing onto the stage and becoming from the student becomes the teacher. How did
No, I don't think
how did
that is a little bit of big words. We are very humble students, please.
okay, so how was that entire experience of actually, having people come and be like, no, you're shit, and like, oh, you're good, actually join us, and like, of course,
No,
much more.
guys, Jeev is trying to get us cancelled. We did not do that.
I
Okay,
was
we
there in the
were-
audition. I came for the audition. This is how they treated me.
Okay, wait, no. So we judged this event, right? So we got 2 sheets of paper, right? We had all the names, okay, and we decided on 4
Wait,
criteria.
you didn't use an Excel sheet?
No, this was in person. Do you want us to be on laptop
Oh.
while we're looking at these people?
Oh, okay, huh?
Okay, so we got these 2 sheets of paper. We had 1 pen, I think.
No,
Maybe
2.
4.
I
don't
still
know.
have both the pens.
Yeah, and they still haven't sent us the pictures. But anyways, so we sat there and we discussed and we were like, okay, what are we gonna judge them off of? And it kind of, I think subconsciously, it it became like the same thing that we're actually getting judged for right now for the K-pop competition. And we did it. We judged each person out of 5 for each of the 4 categories, and then we did an overall score. And then we did like, if we think that the overall score, like in comparison with the other people's overall score, objectively, like it matches, but like we if we felt that it was either better or worse than those same people at the same score level, then we'd add like a +1 or a -1, so that we like kept them in
So
mind
like it's open to
when
bribery.
we
No.
there was no time for bribery. Okay, no, we sat there and we had like some 5 minutes to decide the winners. So
So, how many people actually applied, and how many did you guys select?
For the auditions or like for the competition?
Uh, Preferably both. Like answer both.
so for the judging competition, I think there were
The
like
judging
15.
competition wasn't something like we organized. It was like an event organized by another organization, and we were invited there as judges. Yeah, over there, I think there were 4 different categories. There was solo singing, solo dancing, and group dancing, and yeah, 3 different categories. My bad. So yeah, for the group dances, I think there were about 5 groups. The solo dancing had about 15 to 20 people, and the solo singing also, I think, had about 10 to 15 people. Our auditions, which we hosted last year, had, I think, about 50 odd people applying. So
Wow. And out of that, you guys selected four.
no, we selected 3.
Oh my God.
Three.
Yes.
So you just
Wait, but then you
so
guys
that
said it grew from like 8 to 12.
Yeah, we didn't get the 4th person through auditions. She was recruited a little later.
Oh, okay. So it must have been really hard to actually say no to the rest of the 47 people
like
that
gee.
applied.
Yeah.
Or yeah, yeah, yeah. Please, like I was there, guys. I know how it felt and how it felt being rejected by a dance group. And now I'm stopping my dancing career completely because of the whole rejection. And I'll stick to doing podcasts. Um,
Hey, you slid one 5 rupees note also.
Bro, I tried that. They didn't accept that much also. I told after that, budget is not there. We only aren't putting in money into the podcast. I'll helping someone else. Um, yeah, no. So how did it feel to actually say no to those people? And like, was it close competition and were they all extremely talented?
I honestly did not take part in the auditioning process. I don't know what was going on, but I was so busy. I did not go to even a single round that they hosted. I'm very sorry, guys. You did a great job.
No, no, but I think that's the best part about having 12 people. No, even if like 8 people don't know what's happening, 4 people always know what's happening and like they can do something out of it. Here, if one of us don't know, the podcast is gone.
That's why
So, like,
Um,
it's hard for us to like even find time to where both of us and the guest is available. Uh, like for example, this one guest we have.
yeah, that's the biggest challenge, especially now since Smokes is in Jakarta. We were actually planning on getting on. I mean, we are getting on one of my friends who's a poet who's in Dubai. So we're going to be working on 3 separate time zones. So yeah, guys, we stay tuned for that. That's something that we're going to be doing. And yeah, I think most of the podcasts we've been either talking about something else or laughing. So coming back to the whole dancing part, something that's actually intrigued me a lot is because you guys are going for such high level competitions and you meet such different groups of people who come from different walks of life. Uh, how do you combat the whole fear of like losing to a team that's from some other place or whatever other reason?
I don't think we feel that necessarily because we just believe that the best will get to it. So instead of like focusing on the fear of what other people are bringing, we're just focusing on how we can improve ourselves so we can give our best.
Yeah. And so how do you or like how does your schedule change, you know, when you have like I'm sure you guys have like off season, on season, and like times or like weekends or months where you have like jam packed weeks, and like you have event after event after event. So how do you balance yourselves out and walk us through like a normal day of training and like how many hours you guys actually put into it?
Okay,
Okay,
Aki.
okay, sure. So, my like perception of our training might be a little old fashioned by now because I was actually like on a break for a bit recently and I've been active again. Like, yeah, but usually Serein starts everything last minute. Okay, that's like main character trait. Okay, so but like there's a reason for it. It's because like we're all of very different age groups, so our schedules vary a lot. So that's why like we try our best to you know search for time that somehow very close to the like the day of the performance, and in case there are like too many performances at once that we have been called to, we kind of make like this priority list, like okay, is this like are these is this organization going to help us grow, or are they paying us, as you grow, like these factors matter a lot because the more we grow, the more our effort grows with us, so yeah.
Just to be clear, bro, we don't have money. Okay, we can't pay you.
Dude,
Okay,
I was just
so
gonna I was
just to
gonna
make that
bring that
very
up
clear.
actually. No, we've gotten paid a grand total of like twice, maybe not even. I think
Uh,
once in
yeah,
our
mostly we pay each other to come on the podcast, so that's a completely different story. Because yeah, we won't talk about that little private issue that is. Um, but yeah, no, I think it's absolutely amazing to hear that you
Yeah.
guys are one. Like you guys have grown so much, and you guys have so many different people that you guys can go for so many different events. And yeah, so again, coming back to the question I asked, so off season, on season, so in a week, if you know that there's a competition coming, how many days do you practice? Who all come for practice? Do you so how do you guys decide on all that?
I think it depends on like what you said like now, like who are come to practice and like what the event is. Because sometimes we'll have like a competition or like a performance that's happening like on Saturday, and we'll suddenly realize we've practiced only once. So we'll be like, guys, practice, and then there'll be one panic moment in the group, and then we'll decide where to meet, when to meet, for how long we need to meet. So like last year during the K-pop contest when we were doing Fever with the seven of us, there were days we went on from like 10 in the morning till like 6 in the evening practicing for the competition. But there were like days where the performances were like simpler, where we would like get done in just like 2 hours, 3 hours time. Or if we had a longer time to practice, we do like lesser hours, but for like multiple days. And it also depends on like how many people are performing, right? If there's like a smaller number of people performing, if there's only like 4 people, it's obviously much easier to get a choreo done with only 4 people compared to when we're doing a choreo with like 11 people and we have to like manage the schedules, the locations, and the availability of 11 people.
Yeah. No, for me, it's just for me and Jeev is just constricted to 40 minutes, which is what Zoom allows us to do. So,
Yeah, so again, a follow-up question based on the 11 people, 4 people thing. So how do you guys actually decide? Okay, for like this event, we'll take these 7 people. Next event, we'll take 3 people, 2 people. How do you guys decide on that?
It's based on availability, honestly. Like whoever's free, whoever's interested. Based on that, we choose the choreo. Like based on the amount of people who are free, we choose a choreo, and then we
And
give
also
the
like
parts.
sometimes the events itself have their specifications, right? Where they're like, we don't want more than 6 people.
Mm.
6 people it is.
and how do you guys decide who goes? Like,
Availability, yeah, pretty much.
So if they say, okay, you can only bring 5 people, but there's 6 people who want to come, does someone usually opt out, like out of,
Thankfully, we haven't been in such a situation yet. But if
We
there
have.
is a, we have.
We have, and it was basically, so we have like so like like I said, I mean like they said, the availability factors. So whoever's more available is gonna be the ones who
Okay.
are chosen. So the least
Have we been
available
in
of the
such a
available people.
situation?
With the K-pop contest only, we were supposed to have another person who then couldn't join us because they weren't as
But that
fluent
was
as the.
availability.
Yeah. So
Guys, this is
based
the
on that
internal
only we can
discussion of
apply
Serein.
that to like another situation.
Correct. Very
Hypothetically,
true.
if that was the case, then we would have the least available person drop out.
Correct.
Oh, so
Makes
it's
sense.
like a year. Okay, okay, okay. So it's a unanimous decision. Okay. um, but yeah, guys, I think Zoom is going to kick us out in the next 3 minutes, so we'll wrap it up. Last, I think a short question would be is where do you guys again? I remember asking this question last time too. Where do you guys see yourselves in the next at least a few months? Because you guys have grown a lot in the last year. So in the next few months, or in fact, even a year, where do you guys see yourselves, and what all competitions will you go for?
Business question.
Okay, realistically, the main difference is that uh with the fact that we have newly graduated people who are going to leave India, who are gonna have to see what that means for the group because we're not gonna have everyone in Bangalore anymore. And considering the fact that they're in the group already, uh, moving to another place, we're gonna have to consider if does that person make their own Serein?
Stop.
You
And
know,
on that
so
note,
Who knows? Who
we are
knows?
signing off.
Yeah.
Murder mystery
Uh,
cliffhanger just dropped.
Yeah, and I think that's an amazing way to end on. For and if I'm assuming everyone watching this will want to know more, so follow them on Insta. Go subscribe to their channels. Go follow all their private
Link
accounts.
down below.
Everything. We'll subscribe to us, like, share, comment, subscribe, follow us, do or click all the buttons you can below.
Whenever you see this,
And yeah, thank you guys for watching, and hopefully you enjoy.
and if we don't see you again, good afternoon.
Thank you for having us. It's always fun with you guys.
I mean, thoda distraction was there, but still, we did well.
Yeah.
Only from one person.
Jeev.